Today in this video, we're going to talk about load balancers. Load balancer is a device that distributes network or application traffic across a number of servers. They are used to increase capacity and reliability of those applications. Now, load balancers are generally grouped into two categories, either layer 4 or layer 7 load balancers. Layer 4 load balancers act upon data found in the network or transport layer protocols such as IP, TCP, UDP. Layer 7 load balancers distribute requests based upon data found in the application layer protocols such as HTTP. Requests are received by load balancers and they are distributed to a particular server based on a configured scheduling algorithm. Now, there are two scheduling algorithms I'm going to talk about. One is round robin, the other one is affinity. Round robin scheduling, connections are sent to each server one after another. Now, affinity, this is when we use information from a layer below the application layer to maintain a client request to a single server every single time. So that could be something like an IP address. Now, layer 7 load balancers can further distribute requests based on application-specific data such as HTTP headers, cookies, or data within the application message itself, such as the value of a specific parameter. Now, when it comes to high availability of load balancers, that means we are using more than one load balancer. If one fails, then we should actually have another load balancer pick it up. Now, this is where active-passive and active-active are come into play. Active-passive mode, this is where the primary load balancer distributes the network traffic to the most suitable server, while the second load balancer operates in listening mode to constantly monitor the performance of the primary load balancer. Ready at any time to step in and take over the load balancing duties should the primary load balancer fail. Active-active is where two or more servers aggregate the network traffic load and, working as a team, distribute it to the network servers. Now, virtual IP. When you have high availability of two load balancers, they need to share an IP address. So this is where the virtual IP comes into play, also known as VIP or VIP. The virtual IP address that the world points to when two or more load balancers are used. And I'll explain this in the picture. So in this picture, we can see three computers connecting to the internet, and then we have our load balancers capturing the traffic here. And they are in an active-passive mode. And the IP address that these three computers connect to is going to be the 200.20.0.1. That is the virtual IP that these two load balancers are sharing. And then when these computers make that request via DNS, but it'll resolve to an IP address, it'll hit one of these servers, which is the active one, and then based on the scheduling algorithm, he will pass on the traffic to the servers. So here I have round robin. So you can see here, three computers, they each hit the active load balancer, and then the load balancer will choose to send the data to one server after another, and that is round robin.